Hello everyone, and welcome to the UPS Unlimited. This should be a fairly longer stream tonight as we got two heats of Last Chance qualifier and the main event, but we are here at the Homestead Miami Speedway for what should be some exciting racing. 34 cars in each of the two first heats. The top 15 from each advance to the main, and then 12 cars will get in from the Last Chance qualifier. Let's take a look at your field, and I'll have the HUD, if you'd call it, up because I don't know everybody's names in these cars. But Nick Bergwald on pole, Preston Emmons to his outside. Then it's David Hanks and Matthew Eves, Samet Ozcan and Simon Bloomfield. Then we have Zachary Bilson and Brandon Morris, Mitchell Collins and Justin Johnson. Then Derek Hamill back in the number 27. Nathan Orman to his inside. Then it's AJ Jones and Elliott Rose. Game lag there a little bit, but Alex Spagnaco and Earl Smith on this row. And then it's Brady Burkhart, Jesse Turner, Dylan Young, and Danny Lloyd. Aiden Burkhart and Harry Young. Then we have Jack Halleck and Luke Rainey, Logan Cloud, and Austin Johnson. As the game's kind of lagging a little bit there, but then it's Antoine Smith and Patrick Zyke, Jose Mills and Jake Jefferson, TJ Smith, Michael Volk, I believe, and then Ash Kennington and Matthew Brown start from the back. But 14 laps in each of the heats. Let's get your starting command.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command. So the position that we will be watching on the ticker is position number 15. Now, the field of 34 for this heat number 1 in the UPS Unlimited will get off and rolling. Do we have any cars not taking the green? Nope. Everyone is going to be starting free of issues. That's good to see. Otherwise, I just would have restarted it. But 14 laps in each heat, and the game is lagging. That's not going to be fun. But there's nothing I can do about that, so we'll just have to roll with it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. So now, coming off of turn number 4, I think we'll ride in TV2 for most of the race, but Nick Berghold and Preston Emmons lead them to the green, and heat number 1 is underway. And Bergwald didn't get off to the best of the starts compared to Matthew Eves, but this is not the right Homestead. Let's try this one. Boy, that's a big bluff on my part, but
Drivers, to your cars.
yeah, we're not using flat Homestead, so we're going to have a different lineup now. Apologies on that one, but looks like we got Brady Burkhart, Jake Jefferson on the front row. So 2 Roush cars now on the front row. Yes, this was kind of like the NSDCA 97 Daytona 500 using the wrong track, but row number 2 we have Justin Johnson, Dylan Young, Matthew Eves, Derek Hamill, Jose Mills, Nathan Ormond, Brandon Morris, Antoine Smith, Simon Bloomfield, Matthew Brown. He won't be starting in last this time. Then Jack Halleck, Preston Emmons, Logan Cloud, Nick Bergwald. Not going to help him any now in the back. But then David Hanks, AJ Jones, Samet Ozcan, Danny Lloyd, Elliott Rose, Harry Young, Alex Spagnaco, Austin Johnson. And it's Aiden Burkhart, TJ Smith, Earl Smith, Zachary Bilson, Ash Kennington, Luke Rainey. Right behind Luke Rainey is his Penske teammate, Jesse Turner, Patrick Zyke, Mitchell Collins, and Michael Volk now in the back. Let's get the command for this one, shall we? Just missed it, so where it would play, but now is where be on TV2, and we're going to have some wider shots from this Homestead, and got 29 pulling down. We're not going to have that. Gonna make sure everybody starts this thing. So now the field of 34 should be firing up for good. No, somebody's just gotta have mechanical issues.
Drivers,
Knew I should have recorded this, but
Drivers, start your engines!
maybe everybody will hear it now at the command. We will see. Come on, third time's the charm here. Yep, everybody's good. So now, 6 minutes into it, we should get this thing rolling. Heat number 1. Again, the rules. Oh, goodness, this game is starting to lag. You know what? I'm just gonna play it safe. I don't even know if that matters or anything, but you don't need skid marks. We don't need debris, so... Alright, so we should be good, hopefully, now. And... Pace car peels off. 34 car field, top 15, make it. Y'all are yelling at me in the stream, but I just want to play it safe. So, there's the drop of the green, and Burkhart gets off to a good start compared to Jefferson up high. And now, here comes Justin Johnson in the 11 up his inside, now pushing that 0-6 out to the lead. And now, Justin Johnson trying to nose his way underneath the 0-6, and he will off of turn number 2. Side by side, the entire field down the back stretch as they climb up to speed. The draft is very important here at Homestead as now Johnson slides up. Matthew Eves going to get underneath him in the 8. That black number 8 trying to take the race lead as now Burkhart nearly got turned across the nose of his teammate Jake Jefferson. Couldn't do it. Matthew Eves now underneath Justin Johnson for the race lead, but Johnson very high into the corner. Jose Mills pushing up in the 0-9. 3 wide for the lead, 3 wide for second, something like that. But now, stuck in the middle here. We're going to watch the middle transfer spot, this middle line. The 22 is there. They're going to go 4 wide here. Is this for 15th? Can't really tell. Kennington nearly into the wall. Kennington does get into the wall later off the corner than I expected. And still side by side at the front between Eves and Johnson. That time by was the 0-1 in 15th. Samet Ozcan trying to take that from him as they go down the back. Ozcan, that number 5. He has the 15 behind him, Harry Young. Now Ozcan gets pushed into the 15th and now forced up high and could be in the bubble spot. That 19, Antoine Smith. Didn't do him any good, actually. No, I just had to wait for update. Yes, Ozcan is there now. That's not going to help Antoine Smith as Smith forced 3 wide, but change up at the front. Here comes Jose Mills to the inside of Matthew Eves, but now it's going to be 3 wide as Harry Young trying to put a nose underneath the 0-1. Maybe Young trying to push it 4 wide. There's a lot of grooves to race around here at Homestead, but now this 24 of Ormond up in the wall, actually. Not going to do him any good. That 24 could be dropping back now. Ozcan still holds it. Harry Young pushing to the inside of the 5, and now off of 2. Who's going to be ending up where? They go down the back. Young underneath Ozcan for 15th. Can he get there? Side by side through the corner. And it looks like off of it he will. But as that battle seems to be cooling down, we're going to look back to the front here as we nearly half point of the race. Brandon Morris, the number 6 car, the AAA Insurance Ford Fusion out to the front, but he's got Dylan Young underneath him in the 14. It is Mark Martin's birthday, so fitting that 6 car leads. And now Young in the 14 underneath Morris for the race lead. What can he do in his Centrix Monte Carlo for MB2? Wait, in 2006 I actually think it was Ginn, but whatever. All these guys trying to go 4 wide up here. Johnson backing out on the bottom, trying not to push his way underneath Simon Bloomfield, but still in the 15th spot is Harry Young, but that might not be for long as Ozcan actually is fighting him on the outside. That's 15th and 16th place side by side back here. Then Halleck all by himself, and then they're going all ham back behind him. You got Earl Smith, and that's not myself, but Earl Smith, A.J. Jones, Luke Rainey, Austin Johnson, some big names back here as well. Faraday's not being helped by this, but now Young still trying to push underneath the 5. Halleck trying to get up here in the 7. Logan Cloud could be the big loser in the number 30. These two running 14th and 15th, I believe, as they come across the line. Yes, they do. Now, one more peek at the front. Dylan Young really pulling away now. It's going to be 3 wide. Morris up high. Eves in the middle, but he slots in the line. Burkhardt still fighting down low with Derek Hamill doing a great job in the 27 once again. Now we look to the mid-pack once again. Trying to slide up is the 15. Oh, he's underneath the 30. Now Halleck could be the one getting 15th across the line. No, I think it was Ozcan. No, it's still the 15 of Young. Young still 15th. That's the battle for 16th, running hot. Ozcan and Halleck side by side. Then right behind them, Earl Smith and... No, well, Earl Smith was side by side with A.J. Jones. Not anymore. It's Turner, a big dive in that number 12, trying to get up there. But now, Ozcan pushed out. Halleck trying to get past Cloud. That would be for 15th now as Cloud slips down. But 4 to go in heat number 1 here from Homestead. Bill Davis cars running side by side toward the front. Emmons and Hanks, the 22 and 23. But now, even trying to pull a big slider there was the 7 of Halleck. And, oh, 3 wide. Ozcan nearly up in a Cloud. That could have been bad. But Morris really falling off on the high side. He's into the wall. Brandon Morris really losing out. And he's going to fall to 13th. Kennington shown in the 15th spot. Now, Ozcan's still right there on the bubble, trying to fight his way in there. But Cloud is out now. And now into the corner, Ozcan trying to get by 0-1 of Matthew Brown. Was I calling him Ash Kennington? I think I was. Now here comes Jesse Turner in the 12 trying to fight up here. What can he do? But there's only 2 more laps to go. Now into the bubble spot is Ozcan. Matthew Brown up high. Turner down low. Turner trying to get up to 16th. But now Morris could be the unlucky one falling out as he's up there high. Not going to do him any good. Up here, Justin Johnson forcing Preston Emmons up high. And now the front of the field really spreading out. But it's 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Matthew Eves. Burkhardt actually going to lead that lap over Dylan Young at the line. Very close up here at the front. Some great racing, but we need to watch the transfer spot. Who's going to get locked into the main? Morris was 15th at the line. Turner was 16th. This could be the battle for the spot. The 6 versus the 12. Morris currently sitting comfortable. 3 wide at the front. Here comes Simon Bloomfield in the 10. What's he going to do? They're not going to get there. It's going to be Brady Burkhardt winning heat number 1 in the 0-6. And getting in spot number 15, it's going to go to Brandon Morris. Just at the end, beating out Matthew Brown. Turner 17th. Cloud 18th. Mitchell Collins 19th. And Earl Smith in 20th. Pretty exciting heat number 1 here from Homestead. Now, just so I can get rosters and stuff, I'm going to click off. Have a quick screenshot of the top 15. And I'm on NR only stream, yes. So, taking a look at your results here from heat number 1 at Homestead. Brady Burkhardt wins it, edging out Matthew Eves and Simon Bloomfield to try to mount a last lap charge. Couldn't do it. Dylan Young led for a bulk of the race. He finishes 4th. David Hanks, Derek Hamill putting in good runs, 5th and 6th respectively. Jake Jefferson, Nathan Orman, Justin Johnson, Preston Emmons, Jose Mills, Jack Halleck, Sam Ozcan, Harry Young, and Brandon Morris all get in. Then we look to those who are unfortunately outside it. You got names like Matthew Brown, Jesse Turner, Logan Cloud, Mitchell Collins, Earl Smith, Elliott Rose, Patrick Zyke, Ash Kennington, Luke Rainey, Austin Johnson, A.J. Jones, E.J. Smith, Zach Bilson, Antoine Smith, Danny Lloyd, Nick Bergwald, Alex Benyako, Aiden Burkhart, and Michael Volk. Just clicking off once again, I have the top 15, and those 15 drivers will be in for it. So, take you to the results screen real quick before you go to heat number 2. Same things, we're going to use the day to night track for the heat races, and maybe the last chance qualifier, use the night track, maybe for the last chance qualifier and the main. Heat number 2 will get us going once again.
Drivers, to your cars.
Alright, game's calmed down, so we can just accelerate up through qualifying and take a look where everybody will be starting.
Drivers, to your cars.
So, heat number 2 here, as we got a pyramid or something forming behind the Homestead Miami Speedway back there, but we don't do that. Let's take a look at your field of 34 once again here in heat number 2. On pole, the 41 of Sebastian Kukulon in his Reed Sorensen Dodge, and then Austin Murray to his outside. Then it's Eli Bright, Marcus Sachi, then Ben Crouch, Austin Delgado. I see Brandon's throwing shade at me in chat. Doesn't matter. It's not, you can't even see the sunset from the camera anyways. Then it's Rydar Christensen, and I think that's Jesse Smith. I'm not entirely familiar with the names. Yeah, blah, 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 bad own or whatever. And Cody Goforth and Brett Hagan in this row. Hagan running an old Intrepid in this one, actually. And then it's Greg Torres and Brad Cheston. Then Edwin Mendez and Jake Galloway. Levi McIntyre, a surprise showing to the UPS Unlimited in the 78. Dylan Jacobs to the outside. Those two guys, best buds there in sharing a row. Then it's Shade Eves and Jacob Edson. Larry Hagan and Carter Joey. Then it's Christian Russell and Josh Drake. Diego Yepes and Bafod Sacco. And then it's Zachary DeLello starting deep in the field along with Ryan Butcher. So all starting back in the field is Zachary Fitzwater, the number 59. Spencer Fillmore to his outside. And Sam Picard in the DSI, number 49, for BAM Racing. Dale Wallace to his outside. Then Jacob Rose with a bad starting spot. Isaac Sanders starts to his outside. Then it's Blake Maurice and Annie Lynch on the final row. And everybody's getting going first time. I missed the starting man, but here, drivers, start your engines. There you go. Can't complain about that one. Same rules. Top 15 get in. Once again, here from the Homestead Miami Speedway. 1.5 high banked oval should produce great racing throughout the rest of the night. There's the green flag. Kukulon on the gas. Everyone else on the gas behind him. We are green in heat number 2. And same old like we saw last time. Kukulon gets the jump. And then the third place car will get underneath the race leader and pole sitter. Here comes Marcus Sachi in the number 38. Being helped along by Ben Crouch. Already shuffling 3 wide back here. This could be big. Shade Eves forced 3 wide. Carter Joey down low. And Jake Galloway in the 45 up high. And yes, this is actually right around the transfer spot, so that was big moves early on by Shade Eves to get down to the inside where he started. Now up high, falling off the pace, is that 44 of Brad Cheston. He won the Butterball Thanksgiving Classic. He's trying to go 2-4-2 in these classic races. Now, up high, pole sitter Sebastian Kukulon. Austin Murray goes across the track, nearly coming down into Ben Crouch. All this battling behind him is allowing Marcus Sachi in the 38 to pull away here early. Crouch really pushing Murray up the track. Rydar Christensen in the 74 underneath him. They get close off the corner. Kukulon, I think, got a piece of the wall. Could have been bad for that number 41 as he's way up high. Eli Bright in the 48 slides up, pushes Kukulon out to the gray. This is not helping Kukulon being out here with no help, no draft. Really going to hurt him. Austin Delgado now gets to his inside. Greg Torres as well pushing up to the front. Now, we look back. 15th that time by was the 55. I went past him. Here, he's side by side with the 44 of Brad Cheston. And then we look, who's right behind him? Carter Joey, Jake Galloway, Dylan Jacobs, and Christian Russell. Kukulon now trying to get underneath Eli Bright off the corner. Bright's into the wall. Kukulon couldn't really get under him off the corner. Just a bad corner. But now, out in front, it is the 38 of Marcus Sachi being challenged by Austin Murray, being challenged by Ben Crouch. They try to go 3 wide for the lead. Sachi got the run. Cheston's here because he can sign up 2 drivers, alright? He didn't want to. Now, big move, 3 wide. This is 3 wide back here right around the transfer spot. Brett Hagan on the outside dropping off. The 64 and the 92 look familiar, but you can tell who the 92 is with the Makoto on the hood. Now, Hagan is going to drop out of the top 15 up there. And now, sitting comfortably in 13th, but not very comfortably, is Cheston. And the 15 was 14th. Joey was 15th. And now Cheston could be the one falling to 15th. But he's got to have Jake Galloway and Christian Russell underneath him in that 37. Annie Lynch? Is that who's in the 96? I believe so. She got very loose back there. Now, Russell really putting the pressure to Jake Galloway. That's for 16th. And he pushes Galloway right on by. Man, something must be wrong with that 92 because he really dropped back. But now, Russell sitting in 17th. Galloway was in 16th, but he's going to drop back. Jacob Edson trying to form a charge on the inside with a fellow Dodge of Blake Maurice behind him. But now, I think the 37... No, the 37 is not 15th. That's going to go to the 55 of Shade Eves. Now, Brad Cheston pushing underneath him. And now Christian Russell is 16th. Galloway 17th. Trying to get up here. Now Russell, a big run down the back straightaway on the 44. Will he have the run into the corner? Not quite. He'll be hoping for something off, but he drops back. Galloway's going to go side by side with him. Now Cheston, not side by side with anyone. Really just hanging out in 15th. Russell still mixing it up with Galloway. Edson trying to get back under there, but we can't watch the transfer spot all day. The front 5 have broken away from Austin Delgado and the rest of the pack. Up here, it's Crouch, Murray, Christensen, Sachi, and Goforth. Sort of an interesting group of drivers, if you want to say it that. Diego, where is Diego? I don't even know what car he signed up for. There he is, the 40. You're not doing well. You're back in 29th, man. Step it up. Didn't help that you'd have a bad qualifying anyways. But now, 15th back into 15th, the 55 of Shade Eves. And now out of this top 15 is going to go Mendez. Is they going to go 3 wide? Edson and Russell trying to get by him. Mendez was 15th at the line, so it's going to be 3 wide for 15th. Russell nearly sliding up and door slamming the 70. He didn't, but the laps are winding down here in heat number 2. Edson coming up. Russell coming up. They're going to get by Mendez. Jacobs trying to hope for a late race miracle here in that 42 as he just missed out with Earl Smith as well. But now as the battle for 15th rages on. These guys going 3 wide, nearly 4 wide back here. Shade Eves, Carter Joey, Eli Bright. Coming across the line that time, it will be Jacob Edson in the 15th spot. Blake Maurice trying to go as Jacobs having a poor entry into turn 1 and 2. He's going to drop back. Brett Hagan now underneath them. They're going to go 4 wide up here nearly with Brad Cheston. could have been bad, but this drafting, these guys running 3 wide could hurt. Eli Bright now, is he going to be the unlucky one falling out? He's up into the gray. Edson now solidly in 15th, and he might start picking off positions like Carter Joey. Russell, man, what is he doing? He nearly came down into Maurice. But Maurice in that 52, a car with lesser funding trying to get up here. And Eli Bright was 15th at the line. Edson 14th. One of these guys running 3 wide will be out. There's 2 to go in the heat. 3 wide run, well, 3 wide is well running behind him. And now, into the corner, who's going to have the advantage? Maurice has it on the bottom. Edson has it on the bottom. Bright getting a run off the corner. We're going to see. He's into the wall. Bright's into the wall. He's 16th currently. Now, they're hoping for Christian Russell or Bafode Sacco. But now Maurice and Edson had terrible 1 and 2. Are these guys going to have heartbreak here? Is now Maurice pushing up. It's going to be Sacco versus Edson if he can get there. But it doesn't look like there'll be a challenge. Now, we look to the race lead. It's going to be Ben Crouch and Rydar Christensen battling it out. But Crouch will win the heat. Looking back, did Sacco get there? He did not. Edson and Maurice get in. Eli Bright, so close. 16th and out. So I think some names that a lot of people did not want to see in the main event, like Ben Crouch, Rydar Christensen, Cody Goforth, Greg Torres, Butterball Classic winner Brad Cheston, and Jacob Edson as well. Some of those guys, not the most fan favorites in the field, but you see it there. Some great battling here going on at Homestead, but here we'll flip to the second part of the results, man. Diego 34th, Rose 33rd, Fitzwater 31st, Butcher 30th, Picard 28th. A lot of bad days for some crowd favorites here. Tough break. Oh god, my voice is already dying, but let me get a screenshot of the top 15 and we will form the lineup for the last chance. But while I do that, throw some music on for y'all. Here's the victory screen anyways. Oh crap. Hang on. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There you go. 10%. It'll still be real time, don't worry. That's the second mistake I've made tonight. Watch me run the main with the LCQ order.
To your cars.
But don't worry, I'll throw up some more music or something real quick. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I got the command to fire the engines right at the end of it, but now we got 38 cars for 27 laps of action here in the last chance qualifier. 38 cars and only 12 will make it. Let's take a look at your field of 38 for this one. Eli Bright, who just barely missed out on heat number 2. He finished 16th. He's trying to redeem himself on pole, and you see his eyes right there on his helmet. There you go. Then Dylan Jacobs to his outside. DJ Smith and Edwin Mendez there on row number 2. Then we have Diego Yepes, who finished last in heat number 2, trying to turn it around here, be one of the 12 that makes it in. Brett Hagan to his outside. Then it's Galloway and Fitzwater. Almost said Fitzwater and Galloway, expecting it. But then the game just threw a loop on me. Wait a minute. Why is Brady in the lineup? Uh-oh. Is anyone else that's not supposed to be in the lineup in the lineup? Well, it's just Brady who won heat number 1. Should we keep him in? Now, chat, I need a real-time decision from you. Do we just keep him in and keep this lineup, or do we go through the entire qualifying process again and it'd be accelerated, and then all y'all guys would have to change it once again? I really don't want to do that. I'm fine with just keeping him in and just running with it. And if he gets one of the top 12, then 13th gets in. They're saying keep him? We'll keep him. Alright, this is... Yeah, yep, it's not going to be counted. This is just chaos. It's like a dual race with the pole sitter still runs it. It's so stupid. Anyways, Sam Picard and Austin Johnson, 11th and 12th, but technically 13th, and would be the last car in if Brady stays in that top 12. Elliott Rose. Spencer Fillmore to his outside, and then it's Jacob Rose and Larry Hagan, who I just skipped over. And then it's Logan Cloud, Earl Smith, Michael Volk, Ash Kennington, Josh Drake, AJ Jones, Alex Benyako, Dale Wallace. Wallace trying to get the UPS name in the main show. Then you got Mitchell Collins, Patrick Zeich, Christian Russell, Isaac Sanders, Antoine Smith, Luke Rainey, Annie Lynch. I keep wanting to say Allie Lynch for some reason. Then it's Zachary DeLello. Boy, the 96-31, two of my favorite paint schemes right here. Then it's Nick Bergwald, Zachary Bilson, Danny Lloyd, Ryan Butcher, Buffalo Sacco, and Matthew Brown, who just missed out on heat number 1. Unfortunately, in last. Field already coming to life here, and I think I'm well enough off with the names to have the HUD off, so no one having mechanical issues. That's a good sight. Ooh, this game is not being fun on my end right now, but Dylan Jacobs, Eli Bright, your front row. Again, top 12 get in, but it all matters. A wild card. A surprise wild card for you guys. It's Brady Burkhart in the 06, who's in the show, deciding to come out and throw in an extra variable in this field. Eli Bright will lead the field of 38. Down. There's the green flag in the last chance qualifier. We are racing. Again, just like we saw in the heat, still all the same stuff once again. They're just 2 by 2 down the back for the lead once again. But now, no time being wasted out of the 40 of Diego Yepes. TJ Smith trying to make a dive for the lead. Couldn't do it as Diego underneath him. And now the Chip Ganassi presence in this last chance qualifier strong with the 42 and the 40. Up here early, is Logan Cloud making any moves? No, he's on the outside dropping back along with Jacob Rose. Not doing them any good, but we're gonna watch. Looks like maybe this. Sam Picard currently sitting 12th in that number 49. Now Jacobs forced up 3 wide. Brett Hagan, Zachary Fitzwater underneath him. Not gonna help Jacobs out any on the high side, who's trying to get both of his drivers in. But now, pulling away out front, untouched so far, is the 48 of Eli Bright. He's just starting to gap the field. Now Smith still pressured by Diego. And here comes Jesse Turner in the 12 underneath Fitzwater. This would be a battle for 4th as they get close off the corner of the game. Really stutters. But back here, they're going 4 wide. These guys back here thinking they got nothing to race for. So they might as well have fun and show their talent off here. Butcher really sliding up on Bilson there. But we're going to look back up. Now, Diego's advantage on Smith, not too much, as he's going to have Jacobs back to his inside. So the Ganassi boys battling out. But here, Ashton LaJoy underneath Jesse Turner. Underneath Turner there. Not going to do him any good in that 12, and it's really going to hurt TJ Smith the most, but Smith actually getting in line. It's going to hurt Fitzwater the most as he's out in the high groove where there's really nothing. The top and the middle are where you want to be around this track, and Fitzwater now in that third groove actually gets a piece of the wall on the back straightaway, but Jacobs now up in the second. Yepes in the third, Smith fourth, Ashton LaJoy fifth, and currently in that 12th spot, Brady Burkhart. But Burkhart still showing why he won heat number 1 as he's racing here, this wild card driver here, trying to affect it. Mendez currently the last car in, but Josh Drake, the 66, definitely not one of the fan favorites in this crowd here tonight, but he's trying to prove his worth and get up there along with his buddy Rydar Christensen, who made it, but some notables in like Elliott Rose, Spencer Fillmore. These two are second drivers getting in. Jesse Turn is still up here. Now Brett Hagan, another second driver's up here. Now Michael Volk, who finished last in heat number 1, trying to get up there. He claims the 12th spot. Last car in's Fitzwater, but he's way up in the third group. Not going to help him any. It's a tradition in all my videos, but I think I might have to cough soon enough. I got a tickle in my throat, but Jacobs and Yepes, second and third, side by side, fourth and fifth, side by side. The two Chevys, Ashton LaJoy, TJ Smith. Now Turner feeling the pressure from Fillmore. These two are going to get up here. Fillmore underneath the 12, the Arnold Motorsports 50. Basically trying to be one of those blank cars that make the field. Ben Crouch, I see you popping into the chat. You're in this, and you kind of won your heat. So, you're definitely in it, man. Good on you in that number 33. A drink of water now. We might see some changes at the front as LaJoy trying to get up there underneath the 40 of Yepes. Jacobs forced up high, and now we look back. Brady Burkhart still sitting in 10th, which means 13th place is in, and that is still the 20 of Michael Volk. But Earl Smith trying to push underneath the 20 of Volk. They're going to go 3 wide up there. Yepes and Johnson being forced up by TJ Smith. That's actually for second. Those guys running 3 wide as Bright still capping. And now Josh Drake. Drake in the 66 trying to get up here. Edson, you made it. Edson, you're already locked in, boy. Now, yes, Zachary, you are really struggling back here today, along with Luke Rainey, Nick Bergwald, Dale Wallace as well. These guys not doing anything in the back, but Eli Bright is pulled out to over a half-second lead on this pack. The 48 car dominant. These guys running 3 wide up here. Fillmore underneath Jacobs, and Yepes could be falling out once again in that 40 up there. Uh-oh, he gets into the wall. Yepes got a tiny piece of the wall, and he's going to drop back in that number 40. But look out, that's the pressure zone as Josh Drake right there in 13th. It's the top 13 basically in this mass. Eli Bright not totally in it. Elliott Rose now could fall out in the 26 depending on where Earl Smith catches them. Now here comes Alex Beniaco with the run. Smith underneath Drake. That would be for 13th. And Brady not messing around still in that 06. Oh! Oh my goodness, Brady! Nearly got into the back of the 40. That really set LaJoy up the track, and that really hurt him. Fitzwater into the wall back there on the way outside. Not doing him any good. Oh, goodness, excuse me there, but I hit the halfway mark in this heat, which would be half the distance of the LCQ. I think the, I want to say just because of time, and this is just a late night, I think the main event will be 15%, but I'll up the pit wear, so hopefully get some pit stops going on. I have water. I'm just trying to manage it. Looking back to the front. Don't knock my speaker over there, but Eli Bright still out there, but the gap is closing back to Spencer Fillmore on the number 50. He's up to second. Jacobs and Smith have not left the top 5 the entire race. Brett Hagan up here. Burkhart's not going to drop back. He's risking it all, and it's just Turner and Yepes up here. Galloway pushing up. Josh Drake off the pace. He had a terrible corner entry, and that's not going to do him any good. Now Elliott Rose forced 3 wide, and we could see some shuffling back here in the low top 10 and high and low teens, I should say. High top 10, low teens. I don't know what I'm talking about, but now Sam Picard started 12th. He's trying to get back up here. Christian Russell as well in that number 37. Pushing up here, Ashton LaJoy. LaJoy was up to 2nd and has fallen back and back and back. Elliott Rose sits 13th in the Irwin Tools, number 26. They come down the back straight away. It's Alex Beniaco, the first car behind him, the number 9 Dodge Dealers Dodge Charger. Because if a car's sponsored by Dodge, why wouldn't it be a Dodge? Now, Rose still sitting P13. But this front pack really checking out. Brady's being taken 3 wide. Yepes 3 wide. Smith's up there as well. Now, at the front, we got a new leader. Spencer Fillmore trying to work underneath the 40 of Eli Bright. And as well, Hagan trying to work underneath Jacobs. Top 4 side by side, far away from the pack once again. And now, who led that lap? Who led that lap? It's Eli Bright. Eli Bright still led, but Fillmore now trying to get underneath them. I'm going to unplug my headphones there. DeLello and Collins still running in the back, but we look back to the front as I don't know why I flipped off. Fillmore trying to push by Bright once again, still side by side for lead. Brady now trying to get into the top 5 underneath Turner. Could be interesting. Fillmore definitely led that lap. Jacobs and Hagan side by side up here, but now we look back. 13th place, the 26 of Rose once again. Beniaco still 14th, but Beniaco's going to fall back now as he's going to have Edwin Mendez and Earl Smith side by side right in front of him. And inside is Patrick Zeich in the 21. Now Mendez forced up. Smith kind of forced up as well. Mendez, that's not going to help him as Picard really dropping off on the high side. Ryan Butcher and Ashton LaJoy who came from the back now trying to push their way back up. They still got time. There's still 8 laps, but now I think that is for 13th. They're running 3 wide. Zeich now being helped up by Russell. At the front, new race leader. No, Fillmore didn't clear. Eli Bright still there. It's 3 wide for 2nd. Hagan underneath Jacobs. Jacobs still takes 2nd. Hagan 3rd. Fillmore back to 4th. Turner in 5th, trying to hold off Galloway and Brady. The battle for 13th is on. The top 12 really breaking away. It's 3 wide up here for 13th, but they come down at the corner. It's give it to Alex Beniaco, the number 9. He's going to take it over Christian Russell. Now slides up. Beniaco's teammate, Antoine Smith, the number 19, trying to pressure up here. The only Evernham car in is the 10. Mendez might have gotten the wall off of 4. That could have been bad, but this time by 6 to go. Now, up at the front, Dylan Jacobs trying to win the last chance qualifier, the number 42. He's trying to put both of his drivers in the show. Is up here as well. The number 1 of Earl Smith. Jacobs underneath Bright through 3 and 4. Will he clear off the corner? We will see who gets the run. Jacobs has it. He will take the race lead in the number 42. Now being taken 3 wide is Burkhart. And these guys running 3 wide. That's going to cause a whole bunch of shuffling. As now up to the back of the leaders is Beniaco. And the 37 of Russell. TJ Smith now up high. Is Smith going to be the one falling out? Is Diego Yepes going to fall out once again? We shall see. But now Smith is going to be forced into the bubble spot here as they start lap number 24 of 27. Jacobs still out front over Brett Hagan. Smith in 13th. Russell trying to get underneath them. Yepes, the outside line, really checking up. Is Diego going to get low? Is Diego going to get low off the corner? Is Russell going to have a run underneath Yepes? Going to see Beniaco kind of safe. No, not going to have the run. Still side by side for 13th. Russell and Smith running close. Guys shuffling all over the place up here. Fillmore, Turner, Bright, Galloway, these guys battling, but it's a 2-car tango out in front, 42-92. Hagan putting the pressure on Jacobs. 2.5 laps to go. They're going to go 3 wide. They're trying to go 4 wide back here with Bright, Fillmore, Turner, Galloway, and a whole bunch of others. But now Brett Hagan diving for the lead underneath Dylan Jacobs. Exciting, exciting racing here. Side by side off the corner once again. Two cars out the front, reminiscent of the Sony Cup Series race. Here at the same version of Homestead, I believe, with Nick Mason, Jesse Turner going side by side. Speaking of Jesse Turner, he's up here in fourth, solidly in the show, but now we look back. TJ Smith has found his way to the inside. Smith's to the inside, Russell up high. There is a voice cracking. Yepes up high once again, but he's trying to corner underneath Michael Volk. Putting Volk 3 wide. Save Diego's chance in the field. Who's going to be 13th as they come across the stripe for the white flag out here at Homestead? It's TJ Smith now. Diego Yepes trying to be forced in the bubble. Will he lose out to Patrick Zyke? But up at the front, big battle here. Jacobs and Turner running side by side. Brady not going to be a factor now. It's going to be Brett Hagan clearing Dylan Jacobs with Jesse Turner for the LCQ win. But we look back. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Diego and Smith. Burkhart did not fall out in time, and Zyke didn't get there in time. 4 wide back there for 15th. But it's not going to matter. Smith is in, Yepes is in, Benyako is in, and out are Zyke, Drake, Russell, and Hagan. A very, very thrilling finish as Brett Hagan wins it. Larry Hagan will not make it. Making it in are Hagan, Jacobs, Bright, Turner, Fillmore, Smith, Galloway, Rose, Volk, Burkhart, Benyako, Yepes, and TJ Smith. Burkhart's already in, but whatever. Ashton LaJoy takes a lap to go cry around the track 'cause he finished 21st and not in the show. Let me get the screenshot of the top 13. I need to leave the room for a minute, so I'll slap some more music on. And then get you the lineup, probably get a little bit more water too. And yeah, I will be back in a bit here from Homestead. I would have to say myself that's a big heartache for the 15. Oh, crap. God! Right before. Game better open up. All I'm saying. Oh my god, it actually opened. Oh my god, I don't believe it. I do not believe that actually worked. Ha 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 ha. Take that, Windows 10. They actually let me open it. Hallelujah. It's a January miracle. Granted, it don't happen again. It's taking a while to load. It's taking too long to load. Oh, I must have been clicked off of it. That's why. All right, we're back in business. We're back in business. We got 2:18 left. We'll ride this one out. So as the music plays, we will roll off here under the lights now at Homestead for the UPS Unlimited. It's now a field of 42. These drivers either made their way in through getting a top 15 in the heat races or finishing in the top 13 in the last chance qualifier. The reason it was not 12 was because, well, Brady Burkhardt exists. So as we build up, on pole, Jesse Turner. Who's outside, Levi McIntyre. On the 15 of Harry Young, the 64, Austin Delgado. Jesse Turner and TJ Smith start side by side. Then Diego Yepes and the 22 of David Hanks. Eli Bright, Michael Volk start side by side. Then Matthew Eves and Jake Galloway behind them. I almost said Terry Labonte, oh my goodness. Brad Cheston and Marcus Sachi. And it's Jack Halleck, Cody Goforth, Ben Crouch, Dylan Jacobs. Then it's Justin Johnson and the 09 of Jose Mills. And we have Spencer Fillmore and Ryder Christensen. Brandon Morris, Nathan Ormond, Earl Smith, Dylan Young, Brady Burkhardt. Wait. Did I say Jesse Turner on pole? This is Jesse Smith, that's why. I just have a habit, I guess, of saying Jesse Turner. But Jesse Smith on pole, the other Jesse. So now we look back to the rest of the... I went through these guys already. I was here, Brandon Morris, Nathan Ormond, Earl Smith, Dylan Young, Brady Burkhardt, the 10 of Simon Bloomfield, Elliott Rose, Derek Hamill, Austin Murray, Blake Maurice, Carter Joey, Alex Beniaco, 43, Jacob Edson, the 95, Greg Torres, and then we have Preston Emmons, Sebastian Kukulon, Brett Hagan, Sabadas Khan, Shade Eves, and Jake Jefferson starts last. Let's get the command, and hopefully I don't mess anything up in the actual race.
Drivers, start your engines!
Pace car will roll off. Thankfully, no one blowing up at the start. And if they did, oh well, that would have been a shame. Because I would have went with it. So a full field of 42. Jesse Smith out there. And the Racing for Jesus, number 89 Dodge. Levi McIntyre, the 78 Furniture Row Chevy. Right there in second. And then in third, the unsponsored 64 of Austin Delgado. So an interesting group of cars at the front. But now, off of turn 4, the UPS Unlimited is green. Diego Yepes back there in 7th. Did not get off to a good start. You see the gap back to TJ Smith. But at front, fairly even so far. And into turn number 1, it's going to be Jesse Smith getting the run from Austin Delgado behind them. And now Delgado, an even bigger run here under the lights. He's going to go underneath the 89 for the race lead. Smith tried to block. I nearly called him Jesse Turner again. Couldn't do it. Now Delgado's going to be pressured with TJ Smith right behind him. Smith looking racy, but hanging on is the other Smith, Jesse Smith, out in front. We actually had 3 Smiths, but Antoine did not make it. 41 laps, 3 times wear. This should be a very good race. Maybe with pit stops too. We will see. Most likely. I mean, God, it's 3 times wear. But now, Harry Young pushing Levi McIntyre out in front. Delgado really checked up. And now Young, McIntyre, and Smith have broken away at the front of the field. And a big crossover move out of Harry. He's going for second. Oh, he had a terrible turn 1. He drops back. And now Delgado, a big run on the 15. Has to let up before he can drive under him off the corner. And now Turner in the 12 pushing up. He's up to 5th, and now he's going to go to the bottom in front of Diego Yepes in that number 40. This front pack is where we want to watch, but up the track back here, Ben Crouch struggling early. Oh, man, nearly coming down into Jose Mills. Could have been bad, but now we look back. It's a full house here under the lights at Homestead. Smith out in front of her. McIntyre, Young, and Delgado. Turner trying to break away in 5th. And the 18 now of TJ Smith. He's going to get passed here by Diego Yepes on the inside. 3 wide. Nearly a squeeze there. That's the 38 of Marcus Sachi. Yes, but the 20. I call him the 12 there. Oh, my God. But 22, David Hanks nearly getting squeezed. And now Volk nearly taking 3 wide again. Galloway dropping back in the gray line. We're going to have to wait for the outside line to develop once again here in this race. And Galloway now going to drop out. Dylan Jacobs now to his inside on the middle. Looking back up, Turner's caught these guys. Young still in 2nd. Delgado now going for 3rd on McIntyre. Side by side across the line. Three wide there through the corner, the 48, the 40, and the 8, or the 18. One of these guys, some of these guys 3 wide. They're going to go 3 wide again. Yepes underneath Bright and Smith. This is for the 6th spot. The 40 and the 48 get close off the corner. Nearly door slam it off of 4. But keeping it off one another as this race goes further and further into the night. Now Michael Volk back to the inside. He's going past Marcus Sachi and Brad Chesson up here. And now Bright Sally in his 6th. Yepes still 3 wide. Ooh, Volk and Sachi nearly coming together there. Could have been bad, but these guys just outside the top 10 as Cheston currently sitting 10th. He's trying to get a run on the 40. But Diego looks like he's backing off on Matthew Eves. Surprising move here early on. Probably just saving his stuff. And now, underneath the 40 is the Butterball Classic winner, Brad Cheston. Trying and trying once again. The 64 of Austin Delgado trying to get underneath McIntyre. That's not doing them any good as Harry Young is pulled away. And now as they come around to lap number 9 of the UPS Unlimited main, it's going to be at number 15, Harry Young trying to take the lead. But Smith still led at the line. They're going to go side by side through the corner. Harry Young down the back straightaway. Harry Young's trying to have it. Delgado just still can't get by the 78 as there goes my voice again. But now Turner trying to get underneath McIntyre. Turner trying to get underneath Delgado. 3 wide for 3rd. But out front, Harry Young, the number 15, will get there and lead that lap by a slim margin. 3/1000ths of a second. The outside line is strong here, which means we should see a lot of side-by-side racing here tonight. Now Young trying to clear Smith. Now Delgado pushing up the middle. Here comes Eli Bright pushing up underneath Turner. They get together off the corner, but they keep it off one another. Just barely so they don't wreck again. Now Turner nearly slid up into the path of McIntyre. That could have been bad. Levi checking out, backing up. Not trying to risk anything early. But he's into the wall off the corner. Didn't help the 78 none. Now Delgado battling Smith side by side. And Eves really pushing up on the Bright. Could have been nasty going through 3 and 4 there, but the pack is strong back behind him. These guys more spread out here in the top 10 now, top 15 basically. But up the track is Jesse Smith. Now Delgado trying to get a run. But a huge run out of the 48. Eli Bright really pushing up underneath these guys. And now into 3. A big dive late. Couldn't get there on Delgado. The outside line might be favored a little bit, but you need to have a good run off the corner just like Turner did. Now he's going to use that momentum to draft up with Delgado sharing each other's draft. Pushing the 64 clear of the 48, but now Bright is unhappy, nearly got into the side of Turner. McIntyre back underneath the 48. We got a couple of rows of 2 wide here. 3 wide, Michael Volk being pressured in. And at number 20, Sachi backs out of 3 wide into the corner. Race going quick. We're already on lap number 14. As this commentary has not felt like an hour and a half, we're going to look at the back of the field now. Blake Maurice, Alex Benyako having tough days back here. And Brady Burkhart, he won. He won his heat, and he's all the way marred back here. Got Ben Crouch, too. The heat winner's not doing anything back here. Just struggling and struggling. Brandon Morris, Elliott Rose, Brady Burkhart, Jake Jefferson, Roush. Roush Racing having tough luck back here. As Mitchell Collins didn't even make the show, so Roush really struggling. Edson back here. You got Shade Eves, Ozcan, Kukulon as well. Fillmore. That's Bloomfield, and the 27 of Derek Hamill. A bunch of guys back here. Jake Galloway as well, so a lot of names back here. Looking further up, there's Rydar Christensen, Cody Goforth. Austin Murray moving underneath Earl Smith, but that's still in the top 20. That's a battle for 17th. Christensen trying to get a run here, but now look back to the front. Up high, Eli Bright being taken 3 wide. Brad Cheston found his way back to the bottom. Jesse Turner and Eli Bright will drop out. They will fall to about 8th and 9th, depending on if Diego Yepes in the number 40 catches up to them. Whoa, big, nasty off the corner, nearly. Nasty off the corner there. The 60 to 74 nearly coming together. That could have been very bad for Goforth and Christensen. They were all the way down that racetrack. Now, in the race lead once again is the 89 of Jesse Smith. Harry Young back down to second, and TJ Smith pushing up. Forced him 3 wide. Brad Cheston following suit. Brad Cheston trying to be the man of the hour up here. He's trying to crack into the top 5, and he will. He's going to get by McIntyre here through 1 and 2. Maybe even underneath TJ Smith. It's going to be close. He's going to do it. Brad Cheston now underneath TJ Smith. That's the battle for 3rd. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, these guys, they're trying to go 5 wide, but they're going to pit. Turner pits off the corner 4 wide. Delgado gets a piece of the wall, and I think that's not Turner, that's Smith. I did it again. Now, here comes Jesse Smith down pit road, the lone man. Is Smith going to be a dead man walking here in the number 89? We will see. But now, coming down, Harry Young out to the outside. 3 wide here, Turner underneath Cheston. These guys trying to go 4 wide once again. Are we going to see more guys coming down pit road? We do. Are we going to see incidents? Are we going to see a caution underneath pit road? No. Everybody merging in clean. That's what we want to see. Now, staying out and leading this race is the 44 of Brad Cheston, the 18 of TJ Smith. But it's lap 20 they're coming down. We're already at halfway in this race, and it has gone quick. Now Smith. Oh, Smith and Cheston nearly get together coming down. Anybody really staying out? Yes, it's going to be Fillmore, Christensen, and Justin Johnson leading them down. Pit road going to get busy here. Bunch of guys coming in, bunch of guys coming out. We'll watch these guys running side by side. Young and Murray. But who gets the jump? There's obviously the 89 running by himself. And these guys will all be coming down this lap. Harry Young out in front of Matthew Weaves and Jesse Turner. Marcus Sachi there. Then the 14 of Dylan Young and the 34 of Austin Murray. But up to speed. That number 89, is he going to jump everyone? Harry Young, he's going to get past Eves. Is he going to get past Young? This race might be coming down to fuel miles, but Smith now at the line. He clears him. Unbelievable move for Jesse Smith. He clears Harry Young. This is the race for the lead now. Cheston and Smith, where do they come out with the rest of the leaders up to speed? This might hurt them. But it's been a caution-free entirety of the action tonight. Maybe we should have put it on 108, but it's going to be Smith and Young out in front once again. Eves in 3rd, Smith 4th, and the 12 of Jesse Turner and Brad Cheston. Now coming out are Fillmore, Christensen, and Delgado. Where's Justin Johnson? Justin Johnson must have had pit road issues. He's coming out just now. It's going to hurt him. Delgado must have had a terrible pit stop or damage from somewhere. They must have been fixing the tire rub they got from slamming the outside wall earlier, as he is going to fall back to 42nd. That number 64. Going to have to battle here in the back with Justin Johnson. Now, Smith is out front. And that's Harry Young in second. Turner up to fourth as Eves is in no man's land trying to catch them. Smith down to fifth. And Cheston Young side by side. Murray and Sachi side by side. Fillmore being shown 10th. He's going to be 12th after all this. As McIntyre trying to crack back into the top 10 is number 78. I'm going to take a quick commercial break just for a lap or two. You won't miss any of the action as we go to the spectator cam here from the Homestead Miami Speedway. And welcome back to the UPS Unlimited. You saw it under non-stop. Here comes Harry Young and Jesse Smith battling for the race lead. Taking it to number 15 of Young that time by. And that hot shot Menards, number 15. Young trying to prove that he's the hot shot. But these guys running side by side. It's allowed. The 8. Matthew Eves trying to close up. And the all-black Budweiser, number 8. For DEI. He's going to get there. But can he challenge for the race lead? That is something yet to be seen. But Jesse Smith, remember, he came down before anyone else. Is he going to run out of fuel? Guys were able to stretch it over 20 laps, but Smith just couldn't quite do it. So I think Smith might have to come down. This is definitely going to play into fuel mileage here in the UPS Unlimited as the laps wind down. Next time by will be 11 or 12 to go, something like that. But the guys that might be in the best spot, this 50 car, Spencer Fillmore, he's not saving fuel. He's out there full throttle in that number 50, trying to keep it together. But now, the 50, oh man, Eli Bright nearly getting to the back of McIntyre. That could have been bad. But now, Ryder Christensen, he's the other one, like Fillmore, that is in this hunt for the race lead. If everyone else comes down, because these are the two that pitted last. And then there's Justin Johnson, who's all the way back here, racing with Delgado for 41st. Now we look to the race leader. We caught him at a good time. They were 3 wide into the corner. And now Matthew Eves underneath everybody. Smith might have gotten a piece of the wall. But now Matthew Eves trying to take it from Young and Smith. Remember, Smith is not good, but Eves and Young came down at the same lap. And across the stripe, 10 to go in the UPS Unlimited. These guys running side by side. It's going to give Smith a good run. He's not hanging back. He's not playing around. He's banking on a caution at this point, I'd say. He's going to push him 3 wide for the lead. Not quite, as Young's going to drop back into the corner. Can't get there. Eves is still a strong man out in front in the 8. Now, side by side for 4th. Jesse Turner and TJ Smith. The 12 and the 18. Marcus Sachi sitting comfortably in 6th. Dylan Young 7th. Austin Murray 8th. Brad Chesson 9th. And eating that gap. devouring the gap, Spencer Fillmore. He's closed up to the back of Chesson. Oh, off the pace, Dylan Jacobs. Jacobs has gotten out of everybody's way, but that 42 is done for as he disappears completely. Jacobs in the number 42 is out with a mechanical issue, it seems. Uh-oh, we got a caution on the track. We got a caution on the track. Jacobs stopping must have brought it out. And the entire game plan of the race has changed. Will we see these guys pit? This is the big question. This will change everything. Huge implications here. Oh! Guys coming down. Guys are coming down. Coming down the 89. Jesse Smith coming down. And so is Dylan Young. Cody Goforth as well. Just a couple guys. And Jesse Smith, who may have been able to save under caution, may have thrown this race away. As well down the 16 of Jake Jefferson, the 92, the 6, and I think the 23. No, it was not the 23, it was the 9 of Benyako. Let's get a replay, see what happened to the 42. Up to speed, but he had fallen really far off. And then into turn 1, that car just falls out from under him. And he just has no power. Avoids the 11 and the 64. And he'll bring it down slowly. He parks it out of the way of everybody. It's just... They saw that car stop. They saw that car slow on the track and those leaders coming around. They kind of did the right thing and threw the caution, but whatever the issue was, it must have been fixed for the 42. So, is Dylan Jacobs going to be accused for a race throwing here in the UPS Unlimited? We will see, but now we shall wait for the pace car lights to go out here at Homestead, Miami. It will only be a couple laps left, but... A tough day for the Kamikaze Games drivers as Earl Smith was out with a tire issue. Reportedly had a tire going down by the time pit stops came out and the wheel well was damaged, so they decided to park it. And then Jacobs himself is 2 laps down, so tough day for Kamikaze Games, but I'm going to take a quick breather probably for this next lap and then we'll go through the field here under caution. Austin, man, you missed so much. So out front, the Chevy in black, commemorating Dale Earnhardt Sr., the black number 8 Budweiser Monte Carlo of Matthew Eaves, patrols the field here at Homestead, leading after a pass on Harry Young, the 15, just a couple laps before Jacob slowed for the caution. Jesse Turner in 3rd. He had a strong pit stops, came out 4th. Now he's up to 3rd and in reaching distance of these race leaders. Will he be one to steal this one away here late in the UPS Unlimited here at Homestead? Now, Marcus Sachi sits 4th in the number 38. He quietly made it into the UPS Unlimited, and now he just has to hang back like he did in the heats. I think he got in his heat, not the LCQ. Just has to hang here in the front like he did, and he's got a great shot. Lights are off on the pace car. It will be 4 laps left. I admit I kind of had to count that one out, and I'm in a higher level math class, but we're not going to talk about that. Yep. Coming around in 5th, the 18 of TJ Smith, that Husqvarna car for Joe Gibbs. Gibbs has all 3 of their cars in the field, but Smith in 5th, he's in reaching distance as well as Austin Murray in 6th, the number 34. Has been quiet all tonight, but now he's got a great shot. But in 7th, a big name, Brad Cheston. Your Butterball Thanksgiving Classic winner, can he go 2 for 2? Spencer Fillmore and Rydar Christensen here with Levi McIntyre in between him, but he doesn't count in this. Fillmore and Christensen banking on the fact that there would be no caution, trying to stretch the fuel mileage. They could not do it with the caution, and that may have screwed their races up, but they still sit 8th and 10th. They still have a shot for a good finish. Now, Matthew Eves leads them down. There's the green flag. 4 to go in the UPS Unlimited. He got to a good start. Sam got to a good start as well. That's Harry Young, not Sam Picard. Sam Picard owns the car. That's my fault, but Harry Young now. Young gets the run. He gets the push from Jesse Turner. Now, who does Turner go with? Fillmore not playing around. He's trying to go underneath Brad Cheston. Sachi goes with Young. Turner up high with Eves. Oh, man. Young, what's he doing? He's leaving the door open. Here comes Sachi underneath them. Side by side, Eves and Sachi. But now it's going to be Eves and Young. Harry Young leads 3 to go in the UPS Unlimited. Now here comes Harry Young in the 1 and 2. Sachi underneath. Turner trying to force Eves up 3 wide. Not going to get there. Caution out. Caution is out. They're racing back. They're racing back for the race win. Sachi underneath the 15. TJ Smith trying to get up here. TJ Smith trying to force up 3 wide for the win. Guys running all over the place. Now, it's going to be 3 wide for the UPS Unlimited. But on the outside, it's Harry Young in the 15. He gets it. As the late race caution comes out, it's Ben Crouch. The 33 with damage. And that's going to do it. Ben Crouch, your Heat 2 winner, will cause the race to end early. Sachi thinks he won it, but he didn't. And as long as the AI don't pull a stupid move, they're going to pull a stupid move. What's Marcus Sachi doing? He's pitting. Marcus Sachi's pitting. What are they doing? Sachi, Smith, Turner, Bright, Murray, McIntyre, Ormond, they're all throwing this race away. So an unfortunate circumstance of the AI, they're going to come down early, and that's going to cost them top 10 finishes. But Harry Young, Matthew Eves, the smart ones, they actually stay out. The DEI teammates are going to end up 1-2 as long as they don't pit coming to the checkered flag. If they do that, I give up. I'd go to the results right before the caution. I might do that. I might go to the results before the caution because that was a very stupid move. And the only guys really benefiting from it are Eves, who now goes to 2nd, and then the 50 and the 74 are going to get 3rd and 4th, but I don't know. Oh, man. Jake Galloway gets dumped by Carter Joey. Nice going, guys in the back. Nice going. But Ben Yako, he's running the back all day. He's going to get a top 25 nearly. Probably even better than that. But this is it. Coming around, the 15 of Harry Young. He's not going to pull a Mark Martin. He's not going to pit. And Harry Young, the second driver in the sign-ups for Sam Picard, will come off of turn 4 and underpacing Harry Young, the hotshot Menards number 15, will win the UPS Unlimited. Carter Joy ended up pitting again, but we're going to see what happened that brought out the late race yellow to Ben Crouch here in a number 33. Turning into 1 and 2. It's going to be Elliott Rose. Elliott Rose just dumps the 33. Oh, hard hit for Crouch. Nearly coming down into Delgado and Johnson. That could have been very, very bad. So, we'll get another look. We're going to go on board the number 11, who had a near miss of this accident. You're in turn number 1 at Homestead. Oh. Got a little loose trying to avoid that, but yep, that's why the caution's out. Now they all bring it down pit road finally, because the race is done. The pace car nearly missed it, but it's over. It's finished. It is complete. This is not the track's I&I fault. It's technically the game's I&I fault, because the coding is that guys come down under caution. They probably just didn't realize that, oh, the race is going to be over, and they would have probably ran out of fuel anyways, now thinking about it. But there. Oh, excuse me. Harry Young wins it in a 3-wide finish, but the drivers who went 3 wide do not get there. Let's go back. Take a look at this finish once again. We're going to slow it down here. So, I thought Sachi had this race won, but then I see TJ Smith just inching underneath them. Actually, here, Fillmore actually door slammed the 34 back there. That's very interesting, but here, Sachi's going to slide up. He leaves the door open for TJ Smith. I'm thinking that I don't know who's going to win this thing. I thought it could be a 3-way tie across the line, but the run on the outside line for Young is what won this, because Sachi's ahead right there, but there, Young takes it, and that is what it looked like as I came across the line to the caution flag. There's not really a good angle here of the finish. Maybe the helicopter cam. There's a nice wide angle of the track, but I think this is the best shot of it. So don't mind if I do grab a screenshot of this. Thank you, but Marcus Sachi there, and Turner did not get 4th. Fillmore actually would have gotten... He wouldn't have gotten 8th, would he? Nah, he would have gotten 6th. So, yeah, here's your finishing results. Let me pop chat back up real quick. So, most importantly, thank you guys for coming out on a weeknight. Stream kind of ran late, but I do appreciate it a ton. So, Harry Young, Matthew Eves, Spencer Fillmore, Ryder Christensen, Derek Hamill, your top 5. Then Jacob Edson, Michael Volk, Diego Yepes, Jack Halleck, and Dylan Young get a top 10. Jesse Smith comes back to 11th. Justin Johnson, 12th. Goforth, Jefferson, Morris, Hagan, Benyako, McIntyre, Smith, Ormond. No, McIntyre, I think... Did McIntyre pit? No, McIntyre didn't pit, so Benyako was the last car on track who didn't pit. The rest of the guys pit. Here, yeah, they can all be shown on the bottom one. So, yeah, it's Morris, Hagan, Benyako there. Those guys had some tough days, and it's Smith, Orman, Turner, Bright, Murray, Sachi, guys who all threw away good results. Oscan, Mills, Cheston, Emmons, Bloomfield, Galloway, Eves, Kukalon, Burkhart, Hanks, Rose, Maurice, Delgado, and Joey pit for damage. Torres is a lap down for some reason. Crouch is a lap down. Jacobs obviously 2 laps down, who pulled a David Rudiman. Brought out the caution. Earl Smith retired off early. I'm just going to save this replay for fun. And end off tonight with the victory screen full length. Thank you guys for coming out as always.